Hi everyone, I am Dr. Bhagirath Atte, interventional cardiologist working at Bhagirath Cardiac Care Center, Warangal. I wish you all the viewers a very World Happy Heart Day. Every year, World Heart Day is celebrated on September 29th to create awareness among the public that cardiovascular diseases are the number one causes. It's a number one killer. Cardiovascular diseases are the number one killer, and cardiovascular diseases include heart attacks, heart failures, and strokes. Why we are celebrating World Heart Day is to create awareness. And today I want to discuss more about how to detect heart disease early. We recently lost celebrities and stalwarts like KK and Srivastav, comedian recently, and Punit Rajkumar in their young age. There are many risk factors that are causing early heart attacks, especially in younger age group. And we are losing almost 50% of the heart attacks are occurring in age group less than 50 years. We should be able to detect heart attacks right from we should be able to screen them. Healthy heart screening should start at the age of 35 years. And there are risk factors where which can give us an idea that these are the people who can land up in heart attacks. The risk factors include hypertension, diabetes, obesity, age itself is a risk factor, and smoking, lack of proper sleep, and family history, hypercholesterolemia, high cholesterol levels, and smoking, alcohol, and other addictions like tobacco chewing. So we should be able to screen all these patients with age more than 35 and patients those who are having all these risk factors. So what is the basic pathophysiology here is like those patients who are having all these risk factors, there will be cholesterol or fat that will be accumulating in the arteries of the blood vessels. So once this artery blockage becomes more than 70%, there is high chance that these patients lands up in heart attack. So how to detect them is doing basic screening tests like blood pressure measurement. Sometimes we should be able to do 24 hours ABPM in those patients who are unable to detect on office checkups. At the same time, we should be able to check sugars and body mass index, body weight, and at the same time, lipid levels, especially bad cholesterol, LDL, if it is more than 100, there is high chance of heart attacks. And along with this routine blood screening test, we should also do specific tests like ECG and 2D echo. ECG is like for determining the electrical activity inside the heart, and 2D echo is for detecting the pumping power of the heart. And we will be also able to see heart walls, whether they are functioning properly or not with the help of 2D echo. At the same time, ECG and 2D echo will be able to detect problems once there is already a damage or already the problem exists in the patient. But if we want to detect prior to damage, we should undergo stress tests like treadmill test and or stress echo, and sometimes stress thallium. In treadmill test, we'll make the patient walk on the treadmill or run on the treadmill, and we'll be making his or her heart rate to increase. And once we'll be looking at the electrical activity of the heart, whether it is sustaining the higher heart rates or not. So treadmill test and 2D echo, stress echo are good tests to detect whether the patient will get any heart attacks in the future or not. And the other test is like calcium scoring. CT coronary calcium score is the other test where it will detect the calcium that is deposited in the plaques or cholesterol deposits inside the blood vessels of heart. And if the score is more than 100, there is moderate CAD risk. And if the score is more than 400, there is severe coronary artery disease risk. And the other tests are like CT coronary angiogram. CT coronary angiogram is a test where we will be injecting some dye that will pass through the blood vessels of the heart, and it will be detecting whether there are any blocks or not in a non-invasive manner. And if there are any blocks, then we will subject the patient to undergo invasive angiogram, and we will be correcting the blocks with the help of stents or bypass. And the other tests, non-invasive tests, like we can also do carotid Doppler, where we'll be examining the plaques that are deposited in the carotid arteries which supply the brain. At the same time, we can also detect plaques in the peripheral arteries like limbs, and at the same time, abdominal aorta also we